Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2018. The album, Dad AF. Only on iTunes. The affiliate link below. Went to a party last Saturday night. I didn't get laid. I got in a fight. It ain't no big thing. All right, let's get right into this video. Can I just complain about something for a second? This has wrecked my life today, okay? I could not figure out why my camera was not working. I had to go to Best Buy. I had to buy a new battery. The battery wasn't charged. I had to charge the battery. The life of a YouTuber. Y'all think, listen, okay? Y'all think it's Louis Vuitton hat boxes and trips to Bora Bora, but that just is not the case, okay? It's just not. It's just taking dogs outside and picking up dog poop. That's what it's about. So anyway, let's get right into this video. The real beauty influencers of Beverly Hills. The real housewives of Beverly Hills. Now, all of this to me is very much like the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion, okay? But like 2 seasons combined, like Phaedra getting kicked off and fired from the show, and then Kim Zolciak and Nene Leakes going at each other, all this kind of stuff. It's very, very interesting. So if you followed this for a long, long time, okay? All of these beauty influencers, here's the church and here's the steeple. Open it up and see all the beauty influencers. They were all friends back in the day. They went to movies together and they had movie night and sometimes, or game night. Sometimes Hot Toddy was even invited to that. So anyway, and it was Laura Lee, Manny, Jaclyn Hill, and Jeffree Star. And now we all know that none of them are friends anymore. And what was interesting yesterday was that Manny retweeted Nikita Dragun's picture of Best Friend Day. This Best Friend Day is really like, let me get back at you and let you know I'm not really your friend anymore. Did you see this? I saw it all over the internet. People were posting pictures like, look at who my best friend, shove your best friend up your ass. I don't want to hear about it, okay? Some of us out there ain't got no friends. I got one, and she's out of town this weekend, and it's PP and Peter's Bachelor Weekend, and I got nothing to do. So anyway, but Manny retweeted this picture that Nikita Dragun posted of best friends. And he was like, hashtag best friend day. And it was Nikita, and it was Gabriel Zamora, and it was Manny, and it was Laura Lee. Best friends for life. That's who it is right there. Well, Manny, what happened to Patrick Star? What happened to Jeffree Star? Did you get rid of all the stars in your life? Is that what you had to do to make it on your own? So anyway, all of this has been going on for quite some time now, right? And we the people of the beauty influencer drama community want to know what's the truth. And I had said in a video a little while ago, I'm like, why don't they just come out and just say what it is? Like, why is it really that big of a deal? Well, Jeffree Star has informed us why he cannot tell us what really went on behind the scenes. So, let's go into the Twitter and read what Jeffree Star said, because Jeffree Star started having a little bit of a rant today. Did you guys see this? It started on Twitter, and then it went over to Snapchat, and he also put it on his Instagram. So let's get in here for a little bit and see what Jeffree Star had to say. Are you ready? Okay, it starts like this. Let's start at the very beginning. A very nice place to start. So many people misconstrue drama for facts. I've never told the truth about a lot of situations that happened last year because of contracts and business. I'm always labeled the villain when no one knows the real truth. Hopefully one day I can speak my piece. And then he had also put out before this, karma. Now, people think that he's putting karma out in reference to all of this drama about Kat Von D and all of this negativity that she's getting because she said that she's not going to immunize her baby or vaccinate her baby and all this kind of stuff. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? So go over, I made this video. This was like yesterday, I think I posted this on my channel. So go check out the video about where she said she's not going to vaccinate her. Oh my Lord, I even got my own thread over on the Reddit. People are over there talking. They posted, Peter Monn made a video about Kat Von D. Oh my God. And somebody under there even said, hi, Peter. I was like, oh, I am living. I have made the Get Reddit with me. I am so excited. So thank you guys over there at the Reddit. So anyway, he said karma. Now, some people are speculating maybe karma is not just him saying, hey, Kat Von D, karma is a bitch. Is it though? Have you ever known that one person that you're just like so ready for karma to bite in the ass, but they just like, it never seems to affect them. They just seem to grow and grow and grow. They never suffer any consequences from their behaviors. Do you ever know anybody like that? I feel like I know a lot of people like that. You know what I mean? So anyway, but some people are speculating that maybe karma is his next palette. Who knows? That'd be kind of an interesting palette name, right? And then he goes on and he says, the internet really can't handle sarcasm. If I have some tea to spill, you will be fully aware. Until then, try laughing a little bit more and enjoying life. Well, if you want to spill the tea or do a full interview, I'm right here because I used to be the Andy Cohen, sometimes the Anderson Cooper, forever the Janis Joplin, sometimes the Lita Ford, but forever the Andy Cohen of YouTube. So if you want to do a full interview, Jeffree, I'm right here. And I did have a little chat with Jeffree, and I'm going to share something that he said later, but did you all see what he put up on the Snapchat and the Instagram? Oh, it's interesting, and it's lengthy, and it's a little rant. So here we go. Let's go watch it. 1, 2, 3, roll it!
Hey everyone, I hope you are having an amazing weekend so far. I just wanted to come on here and just talk to you one-on-one. I haven't done a little Snapchat moment in a minute where I just sit here and let out some feelings, but 2018 has been so beautiful, so blessed, but also very hard, very heavy, very depressing, very hard, but in a good way and a bad way. You know, people forget sometimes that I'm just one human being on this planet. I think a lot of people don't see me as a real human being. Not you guys, but the rest of the world who sometimes, you know, peeks in on my life every once in a while. But for those of you that actually follow me a lot and know me for me, you'll know where I'm about to come from. Recently, there has been a lot of drama, I guess, from previous people that I used to be friends with. And maybe because I've been very vocal in the past about when I'm dealing with drama or personal things with people, I always speak my mind and let you guys know what's going on. But sometimes it's just best to shut the fuck up. Now, I guess recently a lot of people that I used to be friends with have stuff going on. I'm like, great. I have so much personal stuff going on. I don't care. If I used to be friends with someone and they have drama on the internet, great. That's life. Congratulations to them. I don't really peek in on my old friends anymore. It's like a breakup where it's like, why would you want to be reminded of what pieces of shit people are by seeing their faces over and over and over? So I don't really talk about those things. And I'm gonna tell you why. Y'all wanna know the real fucking tea? Here's why. I got my own issues and problems to deal with. On a day-to-day, it has been really hard lately. My aunt is currently dying of cancer. My mom is having health problems. Nate's family is going through some personal stuff that I don't really want to share right now. Me and him are doing amazing, but you know, it's hard when both of us are going through stuff. We lean on each other so much, and thank God I have a really nice, amazing group of friends that I've had in my life for a long time. We're talking before YouTube, before it all. I have a very nice core group of people who have been with me for a long time. But it's hard when your family is going through horrible hardships and stuff. How do you function normally? How can you just go about your day and flip your hair when there's so much pain and struggles behind the scenes? So I know that there is a tiny part of the internet, or maybe it's a big part of the internet, I don't know, that enjoys drama and they enjoy getting off on all of this shit that goes on between friends and brands and makeup companies. And it's like, honey, I don't care anymore. Like, I've been dragged through the mud, labeled a villain, been lied about for years now. And a lot of the times I just choose to keep my mouth shut. Now, of course, a lot of the times I have opened my mouth and maybe it was not a good idea, which I've had a lot of those moments since 2016 and on. But sometimes it's just best to not speak on stuff. Also, there's so much that you guys don't know, and I hate saying that because you guys are like, all right, bitch, open your mouth and just say it. But because of contracts and legal stuff, I haven't been able to be vocal about people and incidences that happened last year, and I don't even really want to anymore. I just think it's so dumb. But then people like to chime in and bring things to my attention, and it's just like, one day I will speak my piece about certain people, certain situations, but right now, I just gotta keep track of my own dreams. I still got a lot of fucking dreams, y'all. I know I've accomplished a lot in this crazy 30 years of being on this planet, but I have so many more dreams, and I have so much more to prove and accomplish, and I just have a lot on my plate right now, including all of the horrible family stuff, and you know, shit goes wrong with my own friends, and even like, you know, I had a car accident a few weeks ago. my friend just got diagnosed with a horrible disease that she's dealing with internally, and it's just like I don't go on Snapchat and talk about those things because I don't think it's as exciting. I don't think people want to hear it. So I just absorb a lot of what's going on internally, and I don't really share it. But I also don't want to leave on a sad note, because overall my life is amazing, and I've been traveling the world for the last 6 months, having the time of my life, just being able to share the love of makeup with everyone and expand my brand, grow and create new products for everyone. It is so fulfilling, and it is exactly what I pictured and imagined when I was a little boy. It's unreal to wake up every day and be able to live your dream and live your truth. I take pride in being authentic. I take pride in being a really good friend, and I take pride in always being honest. And when people take advantage of that, you must remove them. So overall, you guys, I just want you to know, from me to you, I am in one of the best places I've ever been in my entire life. I'm mentally doing amazing, and overall, I am happy. But there is still a lot of sadness going on around me, and it's hard to deal with. I'm just trying to stay happy in this crazy motherfucking ass world we live in, you guys. I don't know how some of y'all do it. It's crazy. You hear my asthma right there? Girl, I'm winded. But to end this little rant, I just want to say I love you guys, and thank you for supporting me through it all. I know a lot of you out there are not doing okay. You have a lot of family stuff going on yourself. You have breakups. There's so many divorces and heartache going on around the internet right now, and the suicides and so many horrible, dark things happening. It's hard to even turn on the news or click Twitter or anything. It's just sadness. And it can affect you. And I think with a lot of suicide stuff going on lately, people forget that just because someone is smiling and happy on camera or on Snapchat doesn't mean they don't have demons going through their body. Doesn't mean they don't have real shit going on that no one knows about. So next time you want to be... So appreciate every single moment you spend with people that love you. Do not ever take it for granted, because you never know what can happen. Not to be really dark, but me and Nathan both have suicide stuff in our family. The gene is there. My dad took his own life. I don't know if a lot of you know that. A lot of you had told me to do a video about that subject. It is still very touchy, even though I was very young when it happened. I don't even know if I want people to judge me on that subject. That's what sucks. You put something out there you want to share. The majority of people can absorb and relate to it and really appreciate the honesty, but there are some people out there that just turn it so ugly, and I don't want that to happen to my father's, name. But, I think I may do a video on it, because my father did take his own life, and 25 years later, I'm still dealing with that, and it's hard. Every day it's hard. With Father's Day approaching, it is hard. It's crazy how just a memory can spark something. Like, I am just not that person to cry on my phone or ever. That's just not me. But like, some things just spark something inside of you, and every time it just brings up that emotion. But okay, you guys, I'm gonna go try to relax and just enjoy this day with Nate and the dogs. I love you guys so much, and next time someone wants to encourage drama or try to get me to speak on something, let me do it at my own time. There's so much you guys don't know, and I've been judged for so many things that people don't know the real truth on, and I absorb that every day and just take it. I stomach it. I'm like, fuck it. I can't tell the truth right now. People want to make up all the shit they want to make up. Do it. Please go for it. It's all good, because I have to live with my truths, and I have to live with the reality of everything. So I hope one day I can tell you guys everything that really went down. But until then, just know I'm not going to be engaging in that bullshit, and I'm not going to be entertaining it. I am in a really just different place in life. I think when I joined YouTube, it was when so much chaos entered my life, and so many people started to chime in, and life just became insane. And I'm finally finding a beautiful medium balance through it all. It's been hard. It has been fucking hard. Don't let the glamorous side fool you. Life's fucking rough. But it's what you make of it that means the most. So I love you guys. Mwah. Have a beautiful weekend.
Jeffree! Oh my God! So Jeffree had some things to say, didn't he? That was really interesting, actually. And you know, this is not to me just a drama video. This is not just spilling the tea, although I don't, I drink coffee. This is not just a drama video for me. This is very much like kind of an insider's look into the real life of who the beauty influencers are, you know? And I was sitting there and I was watching this, and I actually watched it twice, back to back. Well, I mean, once I watched it, the second time I had to record it because now I'm editing and including all that stuff in there. But no, I watched it, and you know, the things that stuck out to me, other than him saying that there are contracts in place and maybe sometime he'll talk about it, and he said in there, you know, if I decide to talk about it, it'll be on my terms and my time, and you know, I think that that's really interesting, and at least he even addressed it and said, hey, you know what, sometime I might want to, and if I do, it'll be on my time and my terms, you know? And okay, so I'm waiting. Look at, what is that, Pompadour, Elvis? So anyway, I'm ready for that interview, and I'm willing to do it whenever, and I guess until then I'll wait, you know? But nobody else has said anything about it either, which is interesting. Do they all have these contracts too? Who knows? So what are these contracts? But I was sitting there as I was watching it because I know people want to talk about the drama behind the scenes of like what's going on with Manny and all this kind of stuff, but I really want to address Jeffree Star as a human being in a second. And yes, I understand that Jeffree has done a lot of really problematic things in his past, and I'm not going to defend that. I have talked about it at length in other videos, but I have something else I'd like to say about that in a second. But as far as the drama goes and the breakup of all these friendships and why he's doing his own thing and whatever, you know, have you ever thought, what if it isn't what we think, you know? There's a lot of other YouTubers out there, a lot of beauty influencers that have a common denominator in all of these problems that have happened within the beauty influencer community, you know? And I do think that there's some truth that Jeffree Star has been villainized, and so everybody just assumes, well, it's Jeffree's fault. If a friendship ends, it's Jeffree's fault. When in reality, we really don't know. I mean, is it truly that these people have no problem going to events and sitting on camera and just smiling, but in reality, they're the biggest phonies of all? I don't know. Will we ever know what happened behind the scenes? What if it's completely not that's not the case at all? I mean, I'm just speculating, all right? Y'all know, you think I'm the psychic of the world, right? I'm just speculating. What if it isn't Jeffree? What if it is Laura? What if it's Manny? I mean, who knows, right? We don't know. Until they decide to talk about it, we don't know. And so we go to these assumptions based on past history of these behaviors. And this is where people's past behaviors and how they are defined by their past behaviors really dictates how people see them in the future, you know? Some of the things I thought were interesting on there was when Jeffree was talking about, you know, like his aunt and his mom and Nathan's family and all this kind of stuff. And to be really honest, remove Jeffree for a second from the things he's done and remove him as this makeup CEO and remove him as this YouTuber. He's really just a human being. And what was really interesting to me about the video was that for once, I could just like sit there and I don't really feel, honestly, like with the majority of these beauty influencers, I don't feel like I ever get a sincere, authentic, genuine look into their lives. You know, just recently, did Jaclyn Hill post this video called, you know, my life update talking about her marriage. And I felt like that was very sincere, but that's the first time I've ever seen something like that, you know? Now, Tati, she gets close sometimes, and I feel like she's had some really genuine and authentic moments. But other than that, like these big ones, I'm talking about over 1 million, you know? I feel like they're always just like, you know, it's just all like, I don't know, it's so memorized and machined to me that they almost don't seem like human beings. And maybe that's what's attractive about their gig to us to some degree is that we want to escape. We want to feel better about our lives. We want to watch these extravagant lives of, you know, Cartier love bracelets and Rolex watches and G-Wagons and Bora Bora trips. And we don't really want to hear about depressing bullshit. But I want to know the truth. I want to know the authentic, genuine side of these people, because for me anymore, it's just not enough for me to see how great you can paint a smoky eye, or what kind of lip gloss you use, or who you're hanging out with at Coachella. I just really don't care that deep, honestly. Like for me, I want to know what the background story is. And I was thinking about this today when I was watching Jeffree's thing, you know, his video rants. He called it a rant. I didn't think it was really a rant. He even goes in there and talks about his dad, and he says in there that the reason he hasn't told a story about his dad is because he doesn't want his dad's name tarnished, you know? And before all this rant and everything came out, I had talked to Jeffree just briefly. It was just really nothing. And he said, you know, listen, I'm just trying to sit over here in my own lane and live my best life. And he goes, at the end of the day, he was like, love and happiness are the only things that matter. And, you know, and he said he was trying to, you know, continue to improve himself. And I think that's, I don't know, isn't that what we're all trying to do? You know, and I think I would like to hear that in a video, you know? I think that would make a phenomenal video, because none of these beauty influencers really show true sides of themselves. They never really show who they are deep down inside. And as I was watching this today, and I really kind of like felt for Jeffree, honestly, okay? And the reason why was because my aunt passed away a year ago, January. My mom passed away 10 years ago, but when my aunt passed away, the 2 months prior to that, she was very, very sick. She had lung disease, and she was on an oxygen tank. And, you know, I just didn't know when the moment was going to be. I had all kinds of shit going on in my life at that time, and yet I was still trying on a daily basis to get on here and go, hey, you guys, it's Peter, and flip fans, and be, you know, happy. But maybe what would have been better at that time would have been for me to get on video and go, you know what, I'm just really going through some shit. But I didn't know at that time that I could do that. Like, I didn't know that I could get on camera and do that and everybody would still give me the positive response that they do. Like, I know now I can do that and you guys will love me back if I love myself enough to tell my truth. I know that because you guys are awesome to me. And you guys allow me the privilege of getting on here every day and telling my story and telling my truth. And the last video that I posted was part of my addiction story. And I guess that's maybe what I want to hear with some of these beauty influencers is, who are you? Like, why should I buy your products other than you just do a good eye, or you have beautiful lips, or you have nice, you know, Botox injections and fillers? Why should I buy your products past that? What do you represent? Who are you as a person? Who are you as a human being? And I really have to say, and I know a lot of people out there don't like Jeffree Star, but a lot of people do. But whether you like him or don't, like, this was a moment in time, honestly. It was a little bit more profound than I think people are giving it credit. It was a moment in time where he really just let down the veil. And he even said on there, you know, I never cry on stuff. And you could tell he was getting a little emotional, where he, you know, you could tell that he was allowing himself to be real, to be human for a second. And I think it must be hard, you know, that all of these people feel like they have this, you know, I don't know, this mask that they have to keep up for the outside world, that they can never be human for 2 seconds. Which I think is why right now on YouTube especially, okay, that we are so attracted to YouTubers that are letting down the guard, letting us behind the curtain at Oz, and we get to see who they really are, you know? Shane Dawson, Graveyard Girl, all of these people like that are true examples of them showing us who they really are and allowing us to fall in love with them. All of their crazy characteristics and personality traits included, all of those things that they don't think are lovable about them, we are allowed to judge for ourselves and fall in love with, if that makes sense. And for beauty influencers, beauty is not only skin deep, and we'd like to see a little bit more that goes down inside. I would like to see a little bit more of what goes down deep inside. And I was thinking about Manny, actually, because the very first video of Manny's I ever watched was a video between he and Patrick Star, and I think it was called the boyfriend tag. I think it was the boyfriend tag video he did, and he joked and said Patrick Star was his boyfriend. And to me, it was two friends hanging out in a bedroom just joking with each other, telling stories. And then the next video I saw of his was his coming out story. And it's interesting to me that over time, I have watched Manny very closely and loved his channel and loved his videos and things like that. But that was what grabbed me originally, was this very human response to sharing what somebody, I mean, you know, have had a coming out story. He has one, and I was like, man, this kid's been through it, you know? Like, I relate to what he's saying, you know, and a lot of people can relate to what he's saying. So he doesn't need to get on camera every day and go, you know, if you don't like me, fucking don't watch, right? I mean, he could get on there and we could do something different. We could share part of our soul. We could share part of who we are. We could say on there, you know what, I've really gone through some hard times. I've lost some friendships recently and it's been tough, you know? Because in the midst of all of these great things that are happening to me, in the midst of all of this makeup coming out and all these palettes and all this kind of stuff, I've lost some pretty great friendships that meant something to me over time. But instead, what the messages we're getting is these friendships didn't mean anything to begin with. And, you know, Jeffree said something in his Snapchat rant today that I thought was so profound. He said, why would I want to go and watch these people who I think are nasty and whatever? And that's a lot of times how we feel about people when we're no longer friends with them, because we have a lot of resentments and anger. He goes, why would I want to be, like basically reminded of that? And I thought, there's a lot of pain here, There's a lot of hurt feelings inside about these lost friendships. They aren't just people that we see do videos together. These were real friendships. And I think at the end of the day, they don't owe us any kind of answer. They don't owe us any kind of story. I would love to know personally, just because I followed it for so long. But the reality is, they are not the real beauty influencers of Beverly Hills. They are not a TV show, even though it seems that way to us. They are real people. And whether you like Jeffree Star or not, he demonstrated that today in that Snapchat rant. And I'd like to see more of that from these beauty influencers, because to me, it makes them more relatable. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.